Sorry, everyone. The program I'm running only allows me to record videos at a certain length, and so I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to get caught off guard. So while young people can certainly learn SEL skills in school and at home, youth development programs like 4-H are uniquely positioned to support social and emotional learning. In these programs, young people engage in real-world projects, work in teams, take on meaningful roles, face challenges, and experience the accompanying emotional ups and downs. This makes 4-H a natural space for young people to learn, practice, and reinforce a range of SEL skills. In the toolkit you have, there's a skill bank handout that references a variety of SEL skills that youth can develop. Take a minute to view that SEL skills handout and think about the skills that you believe are important for youth to develop. Pause this video and then we'll proceed. Building SEL understanding begins with being able to identify the ways that your program may already support these skills. We know that some of this might feel familiar, so let's explore that. Think when participants walk through the door, what do they say they do in your 4-H club or program? Some examples of what we mean might be art or STEM, service projects, leadership skills, animal science. Think about that idea. What do youth do in your program? I'm going to walk through this program. So youth say in this program, it's a youth design film program where youth come together and create film. When I ask the question, what do you do? Here's the things that might happen. Youth have team building. They design and plan. They learn technical skills, and they have a film festival at the end. Now we want to think about using a lens of SEL. Where do SEL skills appear in this program? What skills are being taught or modeled? As they do team building, they may be learning teamwork and self-awareness. As they design and plan their program, they're learning to set goals. As they learn technical skills, they might encounter conflict resolution. When they have their final film festival, they have to use communication skills. So this is a simple way to map out and think about where SEL skills might be appearing in your program. And that's what we want you to do next. Take a minute and identify the context that you lead in 4-H. Write out the things that youth do on your handout, and then add in the SEL skills that could be taught during this program. Please list at least one for each activity, but I think you'll find that you could easily list 2 or 3. When you've done this, send your completed chart, either the handout or an email summary of what you learned to me, so I can review with you. Pause this video, complete this activity, and then we'll proceed. This ways of being model is a way to take this thinking and learning to another level. This was developed by youth development staff and provides the context for thinking about the variety of SEL skills and where they might fit. As you saw in the skill bank handout, we don't have a complete list of skills, just some common ones to spark your thinking. This model starts at the center with the unique identity of each individual. How each person is aware of ways I am unique and ways we are aware of ourselves and other ways we navigate the world. Then we balance those dimensions with the 3 outer areas, ways of feeling, ways of doing, and ways of relating. Let's describe a bit more of these areas in the next couple slides. The ways I am is the core of the model. Each of us has a unique identity, attitudes, and beliefs that make us unique. Some of the skills that go with this part of the model are hope, a sense of self, and how we define our culture. Each of us will play out SEL skills in different ways because we have different perspectives and values. Take, for instance, the concept of time. Time, depending on the individual, might have value, or there might be other values that make time not as important. This comes out in the ways that youth build relationships together, and these values and ideas conflict together. The ways of feeling includes the ways we understand and make sense of our emotions. This includes emotional awareness, self-control, and emotional intelligence. We need to give space for youth to practice naming and expressing their emotions, to build their vocabulary about how they are feeling. Ways of relating includes the skills we need to navigate interactions and relationships with other people. Skills such as teamwork, cooperation, and conflict resolution appear here. How do youth get to know each other in your program? How does conflict get handled? These are big and important areas for learning skills. Ways of doing are the skills that contribute to getting tasks done. Skills such as motivation, problem solving, perseverance, and goal setting appear here. We can provide youth with activities to practice goal setting, and we can support them to learn perseverance when things get tough. So this is the model and spurs ways of thinking about what skills we might want young people to learn in the 4-H program. Remember, the ways of being model describes a unique person. The model describes skills that make up the ways that we are aware and navigate in the world. None of this is linear. It's not always cut and dry, and that's okay. It's the conversation itself about SEL skills that builds understanding. Think about those skills that you identified on your own program map. They can be looked at through this model. What skills do you want members to learn at 4-H activities to support their learning? Let's imagine that one of you put conflict resolution as one of the skills on your map. If you're going to pin this skill on the model, where would you put it? Would it primarily be a way of feeling, relating, or doing? This could be different for people depending on how their program is set up and which youth are participating. So we can see, as we begin to identify where our skills are at on this model, we'll begin to identify that there might be common areas of overlap or perhaps gaps in our program where SEL skills are not being taught. Take a minute to view the ways of being model and place the SEL skills you mapped out onto the ways of being model. Think about how balanced your club is at teaching a diverse amount of SEL skills. Send a short reflection to me about what you learned about your club program and the areas of strength and gaps you might have. Pause this video, complete the activity, and then we'll proceed.